What is going on, everybody? This is Crazy Animal. You're watching Crazy Animal Gaming. Today we're going to be talking about Destinies 2. This is the final patch for July before the Forsaken arrives, and I know you all are saving your money to go for the Forsaken, and definitely once it arrives it's going to be game on. But for a while I haven't really put much time into Destiny because I got busy with quite a few things, but I love this game. And so one of the cool things that really got me excited today was the fact that there's been some updates with new exotic armor, strikes, and Crucible. Also, they added some bounties. New bounties are back, believe it or not. Prestige difficulty raid layers into Destiny 2, and giving longtime players new activities to tackle. In other words, if you're bored, or you were bored, then you have a reason to come back and play this. All this is coming out just 2 weeks ahead of the Solstice of Heroes event, which will begin on July 31st. This will give players a chance to earn new cosmetic and 400 power armor before Forsaken launches. Can you believe that? You can get to 400. So some of my friends are currently about 380 power armor level. But now they can get to 400. I'm still catching up. I'm currently at like 350. Technically 352, but I choose to be at 350 due to the gears that I have. Players have plenty to do at this point until Forsaken arrives. So the first thing I want to cover are bounties are back. So basically now you can actually do bounties in this game pretty easy. As far as bounties are concerned, the daily activities from Destiny have finally been implemented in the sequel. So starting now and evolving in Forsaken, bounties will be rotated every day, and it will cost you a bit of glimmer to pick up. So in other words, you need to make sure you don't spend all your glimmer doing other things like shaders, etc. I think shaders take your glimmer away. You wanna, well, yeah, technically shaders or dismantling. I don't think shaders does. You can dismantle a shader, but if you infuse some of your guns, then yeah, it will take some of your glimmer. I'll go back into that and fact check just to make sure, since I haven't played in a long time. But yeah, technically, I mean, look, it takes about 500 glimmer to do this, and there's other activities as well. I mean, technically, getting rid of weapons, etc., you can earn glimmers. But anyways, also the bounties will expire if not completed in time. So for now, the only vendors that are offering these bounties are Lord Shaxx and Commander Zavala. That's right. So if you want to do bounties, you got to go to Lord Shaxx or Zavala himself, the man, the legend. Where the hell is Zavala? Hey, he's no longer here. Okay, I gotta find. Hey, he's supposed to be here. What the hell? Oh wait. Did Zavala move? No, Zavala didn't move. What the hell is happening? Okay, so something is not right. I'm trying to go to Zavala. He's nowhere to be found. Alright, let's find Lord Shaxx. Where the hell is Zavala? Okay. You know what? That makes sense. I guess you got to do the faction rallies mission before you get to that. So I'll show you guys later. Yeah, speak with Dead Orbit. Oh man, kind of got tripped out. Like, what's going on with my game? What is this? Okay. Anyway, so Zavala is the only one that can give you bounties, honestly. So I'll go back into space just to kind of go over a few other things. But anyways, Commander Zavala, Lord Shaxx, bounties for you know, throughout the games, every day, daily, updated. The second thing, more catalysts. So you got more catalysts arriving. In other words, with the introduction of prestige raid layers, new exotic catalysts have been added to the game. So by if you complete the prestige versions of Leviathan, Eater of the Worlds, and Spire of Stars, players will be able to earn the catalysts for the Legend of Acreus, Telesto, and Sleeper Simulant, respectively. So don't quote me, or not quote me, but don't judge me or criticize me on how I pronunciate some of these titles, because honestly the game has some very unique words for certain types of guns, and sometimes I get tongue twisted. But other than that, these catalysts can also be earned in heroic strikes. So heroic strikes will award their catalysts more frequent than before. Skyburner's Oath will drop from Leviathan on a more regular basis. So if you're playing Leviathan, then more than likely you will have Skyburner's Oath. Finally, the Sturm Catalyst is now available and can be found by killing enemies on the planet of Nessus. So I'll be spending some time here after I finish that mission. The third item to cover is really the second exotic armor pass updates, 9 pieces. So with this sandbox update comes another exotic armor pass, buffing 9 total pieces of gear. Hunters are receiving buffs for Lucky Raspberry, causing the Arc Bolt recharge to be far more frequent and reliable. So for those of you that are hunters, this is a great thing throughout the game. I know my cousin who plays this game and loves it is going to be quite happy with that, as well as the Stomp EE5S. Don't quote me on it, or don't judge me again on the pronunciation of these things. And Young Hamkara's Spine. So anyways, I play as a Titan, so for me, the most important thing was the ACDO feedback fence and the Dune Marchers. I think they're going to be way more useful after this update, while Doomfang Paldrons may actually bring the Sentinel subclass into viability. So if you are wondering what I'm talking about, this is kind of the piece that they're referring to. The ACD, where'd it go? Right there. I haven't really used it because I haven't really had much luck with it. Don't judge my Titan. He looks ugly, I know. I'm trying to update him and do some cool stuff, especially this is going to be one of the cool things that I'm going to add. But for right now, he's going to look as ugly as he is with that weird tattoo on his eye. I have no idea why I did that, but again, don't judge me, okay? So going back, Warlocks will see a buff to Starfire Protocol and Crown of Tempests. Karnstein Armlets will also now continuously heal the user after a melee kill. So that's a really cool update, especially for the Warlocks. I know some of you are playing that, but typically I'm more of a Titan. That's me. I've never really thought about creating another character. I just think it's a lot of time grinding. The fourth item that the update contains is the Crucible is getting a bit more hectic. Believe it or not, I'm actually very happy about this update. The Crucible is getting so much needed love in this update. Valor will now be earned in Iron Banner, Competitive, and Crucible Labs. Supremacy has also been removed from Quick Play, and Quick Play will now also offer 6 versus 6. Oh boy, my cousin, we nicknamed him Woody Woodpecker. Don't ask me why. There's a reason behind it why we call him Mr. Woody Woodpecker. He's going to be so ticked because he loves playing Quick Play 4 versus 4, avoids Iron Banner because he thinks there's way too much going on. When he wakes up and sees this, he's going to vomit. But honestly, I like it. This is the best thing ever. So Supremacy has also been removed. I mentioned that earlier. Quick Play is again 6 versus 6 matches instead of 4. Players who are grinding for Redrick's Claymore will also be happy to hear that matchmaking will now be based off of glory numbers, not matchmaking ratings. So I don't know. I mean, I think that's a good thing for me. I don't play this as much, so I am going to be grinding quite a bit. So eventually my skill level should peak. As of right now, Iron Banner will see some really interesting new changes. Once the limited time mode comes back around, from a visual perspective, the control points will now be Iron Temple fire pits instead of flags. There's also a new Iron Banner specific rule when it comes to power plays. When one team captures all 3 points, the fire pits will lock, giving players a chance to clean up for 20 seconds. I have no idea what that's about, so I'm definitely looking forward to see that. Once the power play is over, all capture points will become neutral again. So, whatever. I mean, I think that's kind of cool. The last thing that I wanted to touch, and I kind of touched this lightly in the beginning, Prestige raid layers are finally here. So, if you're looking to do a raid layer, Prestige is definitely back. For those of you that are interested, definitely take a look at it. So as of right now, I don't know if let me see, can I do Prestige? I think you kind of have to. Yeah, I might not have to do Prestige. Yeah, I think you eventually have to whatever. I mean, I really don't know how, I haven't played around with it, but anyways, after months of waiting, players will finally be able to experience the prestige difficulties in the Eater of the Worlds and Spire Stars raid layers. As mentioned above, as I mentioned earlier, these raids are the only way to get 2 of the new exotic catalysts in Destiny 2. However, they're also the only way to get 400 power weapons before Forsaken releases. Well, there you go. You got to spend about 8 hours playing these raids. If you have a great team and people that you play with and you guys get along, then you don't have any issues. You can definitely make that happen. This new prestige mode will focus specifically on unique weapon loadout, asking players to switch things up each time they go into a raid. So in other words, you might have to go with shotguns as your secondary. I don't know. Primary, maybe. Well, actually, yeah, shotguns. Rockets is your power weapon. You might have to go with auto rifles. You might have to go with pulse rifles, things that you probably aren't comfortable with. So some players might be happy because their main weapons are technically auto rifles and submachine guns. Some players are pissed because those aren't the guns they play with. Like me, I'm more into the pulse rifle. So it all depends, but overall, great things happening. I'm gonna continue playing this game with my boy Meso, and I'll do more of more videos to post on YouTube. But as of right now, I'm just testing out my MGXU, technically 10-channel input, and my new mic, a Shure SM7 or SM7B, some crap like that. But it's a great mic. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and definitely leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate you guys for subbing to my channel, and thank you for watching. This is Crazy Animal. I'm out. Make sure you guys watch some of the other videos that I'll be posting in the next few hours, or maybe next day, 2 days. All right, thank you guys. Peace. Press start.